Clapping on Friday, YouTube posting on Saturday. Good afternoon, YouTube. It is Friday here at DERB. I made this video once before and then the mail ran. So what I did, decided, well, I really wasn't happy with it anyway. It wasn't what I wanted. In fact, I restarted it I don't know how many different times when I did it. And I went ahead and uploaded it and everything like that, so I'll just delete it. It's not scheduled till tomorrow, so. Anyway, this is going to replace it. I wanted to share with you a few of the things that I got in the mail today. Amongst those items is this one here. Anybody that's, and I didn't know, I'm going to have to admit, I did not know the name of this material. I have seen it used many times. This is a hard fiber type paper. It's called fish paper. And I didn't really know that was what it was called, but that's what it's called. And this is going to be used underneath the this little device here. I'll cut a piece of that to fit under there to keep it from, if something happened to where it was, you know, got pressed down or something to where it would make contact with the chassis. This will obviously insulate that. So that's what that's for. That's from DigiKey. Also from DigiKey, and I have failed to mention this on the other video, but these are capacitors. They are, let's see, I think 33, yeah, there's a 33 high voltage one, and 33 lower voltage one, and actually two of the lower voltage, these are 100 volts. Yeah, there's two of those. This is for restuffing the cap in the radio that Bill is sending me, and that's what I failed to mention before, is that he has shipped that radio. Anybody that watched his, what do you call it, probably knows that, but anyway, that's that. The other item I got is the 10 turn pot for the power supply. I have everything now that I need except the items that Bob is sending, and he has shipped those. Those are supposed to be here Saturday. We'll hope they get here Saturday. And that's going to be the fan and something else. Now I've forgot what it was all, but oh, the circuitry for the fan, the 7812, I don't know if he's doing the rest of the stuff or not, but he may be putting the rest of it in there. I don't know. I think I have it if he don't, but you know, it's no big deal one way or the other. But anyway, that's what I'm hoping to do, is get this together and get it ready to go. And still have not decided exactly how I'm doing this, but I pretty much decided on the design, and you all saw the images that I put up in the videos that I did on the computer without the camera. So that's good. Now the last item that I have, and I'm going to direct your attention here, it may be a little hard to see, but over on the other camera, you can maybe you'll make this out. Now I don't know if it's light's too bright or if that's too bright. I think you go up or down here with this. There we go. And it does go up and down, the brightness does. So that's my new clock. I got so tired of the other one being always inaccurate, or inaccurate, whatever you want to call it. This one can be hung up if I want it to be. This stand is removable. And like I said, it's I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it, where I'm going to put it, but it's going to be my new bench clock. And hopefully it will keep better time than the other one I got. And so anyway, that's that. Right now it is pretty much, I think I set it at 2 something this afternoon, and it's 405 on my phone, and it's 405 on it, so it's apparently doing pretty good right now. So that's good, real good. So like I said, I don't know exactly where I'm going to put it at, and I know it's washed out in this view, but it's if you look at it not on the camera, it looks really nice, and it's got a good display. You can see it easily, and so I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that, and I may hang it up. I may end up putting it up there underneath the shelf on the pegboard. That's a good spot I could put it. Now it does require a cord. This is a USB cord. It's got a charger. You know, it plugs into a USB outlet. That's just for the lights, and it has a battery for the clock function. It does have an alarm, but of course I would never use it probably. But anyway, that's that. I gave I think, well, basically $10. It was 9 something with tax and everything. So that's good. Now the other item that I got, and I forgot to mention this, is back to this camera, heat shrink. I got 2 different sizes. I think it's 1.5 millimeter and 3 millimeter. I didn't really. It's hard to see what's what on the ads for this. Now I didn't probably need the 1.5 millimeter, but I've got it now. It's no big deal. This was closer really to what I really wanted, and I'll know in the future that this is the size I want to order, because that's the size I use most often. And now the smaller stuff I could use on smaller wires if I have some, but like I said, that other size is the size I usually use. So I think that's about it. Now as far as the mail goes, the Chemitech thing on the video from earlier today, this won't be posted till tomorrow, so it'll be Friday for you guys. Anyway, this is what I'm gonna do next. Probably is you try this again, but not going to Mom's. Excuse me, not going to visit my mother, but going somewhere. I will try this again in my shirt pocket, you know, so kind of like this, and I think that will make it even better. I believe so. Going to try that and see how that works out, because I've noticed every time I move this around, even with the microphone hooked up, if I get this close to me, it makes a big difference in the sound. So obviously it's recording from this the same time it's recording from, which may be the whole problem, I don't know, but it's recording from both, I'm pretty sure. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Like I said, that is it for the Mom Flap videos. I found out what I wanted to know, and we'll go from there. The video card on the dash cam is a 32 gig, and I thought it was a 64. It is a 32 gig, and according to what I read, that is as big as it gets. So, like I said, I'm going to do some experiments with that dash cam. I'll probably plug it in the house and use a USB cable to power it, so that basically it will just run until it fills up. And I want to try the WVGA mode and see what kind of life I get out of it. I should get much better than what I got with than the 720p. That's my thought on it. Anyway, I don't know if it will or not, but you know, that's my thought. But anyway, like I said, that's what I'm thinking on that. And so, other than that, I may just buy a 64 gig card just to try it and see. You know, there's a lot of times I've seen, you know, that these things say, well, you know, they only support this, but they, you know, sometimes they were only made at a time when that was the only size, the biggest size there was. So, you know, that's a possibility. I don't know. It'd be worth it to me to buy a 64 gig card. I can use a 64 gig card and other things, obviously. I do have another camera. I do have another camera coming. I just bought it today. It was advertised on eBay for $25 plus shipping. It is called a Small Wonder, made by RCA. It is the model number is EZ300HD. It is 720p and also lower resolutions, but it's a small camcorder, much the same as the ZE1 that I'm using right now. A little wider, maybe not quite as tall, but this is the one I want to try in the car. I've got another windshield mount ordered. This one will point the other way, obviously, towards me, so you will have me as well as the outside to look at. So that will be here. I don't know when. I tell you the truth, I didn't even pay attention where it was at, other than the fact that it was in the States, I'm sure. But I did offer $20. He had a make offer on it, and I offered $20. He accepted the offer. So basically, for $27.50, I think is what it was altogether. I got this new camera. Now again, it does have. It's pretty much the same as the, like I said, the ZE1 Kodak. As far as how it operates, it's got a little push-out USB dongle that comes out for downloading or uploading pictures to the computer or videos. Pretty much the same. It's just the RCA's brand instead of Kodak. But I did watch a video or two on the camera. The quality seems good. I don't know. Now there's some earlier models of the Small Wonder RCA Small Wonder camera that were not too good, and so I did some due diligent research. And like I said, I think this one's going to be okay. I hope. And but I like these cameras a lot, and I've been wanting another one. So this is a pretty good one to get, I think, for the price. So like I said, these were a $200 camera originally, and I'm sure the Kodak was probably too. But they have, I think they came out in 2017, so they're basically 2 years old, maybe a little older. But so I'm thinking this should be a decent camera, I hope. It does come with a charger, but I think you can charge it through USB just the same as the Kodak does, I hope, because I really don't want to have to use a separate charger with it. Not happy about those cameras that operate that way. So that's that. With all this stuff going on, I'm probably going to go ahead and work on this. I was going to do this today, and I just didn't have the gumption to do it. It seems like visiting mom just wears me out. I don't know if it's the ride up there. It's a over 2 hour drive there and back. And then, like I said, that's the most exercise I do get is walking down the hallways to see her. I have to walk twice there. I have to walk to her room and then walk from her room. And if we go anywhere, that's 2 more times. I'm not saying I'm wore out from that, but it does make a difference when you just basically spend your day sitting all day. So that's that. Like I said, I'm happy about everything that came, and everything is working good. And I will be happy to get the radio from Bill. Like I said, he has shipped that, and it should be here, according to what he said, Saturday. So that's tomorrow. And that's what they told him at the post office, I'm sure. And of course, that doesn't always come true, but I believe he did ship it priority. So that's that. I guess that's about it. I don't think I have anything else. I was probably talked a little bit about. Oh, I know what else I talked about on the other one was the when I do go to visit Bob, I'm going to make sure I have a roadside assistance plan in action, just in case. I know the Toyotas are dependable cars and stuff, but you never know what could happen on a trip that size. And that was another thing I did mention in the other video, that instead of that being a 6-hour trip, it is a 10-hour trip. So that makes a big difference. I don't know that it's going to be a real big difference. I mean, 6 and 10 hours. Yeah, I probably will want to take a break between, drive 5 hours and then take a break and then drive 5 more. I don't know. I do know that after I do this mom visit, it seems to wear me out pretty good just driving. So that's another thing. I want to have and I've been looking at AAA and Good Sam, and there's a couple other ones I think I've been looking at, but I think it's between Good Sam and AAA. AAA right now has the advantage because of their towing plan. Good Sam has an unlimited towing plan, but they only tow your vehicle to the nearest service station. You do not, I know for a fact AAA will tow it wherever you want to take it in that 100 miles. So, and there is a 4 event thing in there. So in other words, it's within a year, 4 times you can use that. So that's 400 miles that it could be towed. I know that's all, just, whatever, but. And like I said, it's a little bit more expensive than Good Sam as far as, I think it's 150, and there's Good Sam was around 100, I think, for the one I was looking at. But so those things are going to be done before I take off to visit good old Bob. You all know Bob. So anyway, I don't know if I showed these the other day, and I don't really remember. These are the 100 washers. I have always said washers because my parents said washers, and that's the way I was taught. But these are for the TO220 style transistors that will be used with this, and to insulate it from the heatsink. We do not want it, the back of the transistor touching the heatsink. We want that insulated. So that's that. I believe Bob sent insulators, and I bought insulators as well, the mica insulators for that, and so that will be good. And I don't know if that's, I think that's just I'm pretty sure that's a threaded hole there, and I'm hoping it is because that will make it easier to mount, but if it's not, we'll figure it out. Now this heat sink does have the slots here for the holes to mount it to the chassis, and I will be clearing off a space and using heatsink compound on this and mounting that to the chassis to get the chassis involved in the heat shielding process, and that will be a good deal too. So a lot going on here at DERB, and and I'll know what time it is now, 4:17, in case you can't see it. Anyway, that's good, and like I said, I think that was all I talked about on the other video, but if it's not a big deal, because that video just did not sit well with me. I didn't like it. So anywho, that's that. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you